capture of Kyiv, for example, in September 1941, was a catastrophe for the Soviet Union and should never have happened. I mean, Zhukov is saying to Stalin, "We got to pull back across the Dnieper." Stalin's going, "No, I can't possibly do that. You can't abandon Kyiv. It's like third city in the Soviet Union. No way. No, absolutely not." And he goes, "Well, we are just going to be overwhelmed. We can't hold this." And he says, "Either back me or fire me, back me or sack me." So Stalin sacks him. Obviously, as we know, Zhukov gets rehabilitated in pretty quick order. And Stalin does learn very quickly thereafter to learn the lessons. But the opening phase of Barbarossa has been a catastrophe. And so as a consequence of Stalin refusing to let his men retreat back across the Dnieper, which is a substantial barrier and would have been very difficult for the Germans to overwhelm had they moved back in time. That's another kind of 700,000 men put in the bag. I mean, that's just staggering numbers. Yeah.
Is there something to be said about the strategic genius of that, or was it just luck?
No, I don't think so. I think what's happened is you've had the Soviet purges of the second half of the 1930s, where they have executed or imprisoned 22,500 officers, of which 3 out of 5 marshals, God knows how many army commanders, et cetera, et cetera. So you've completely decapitated the Red Army in terms of its command structure.
So before that, would it be fair to say it was one of, if not the greatest army in the world?
Well, there was a lot of experience. There's a lot of experience there.
But also
that's for sure.
Technology, material.
Yeah.
The size of the army, the number of people that are mobilized.
Yeah, and they're the first people to kind of adapt, create airborne troops, for example. So yes, I think there is an argument to say that. But the decapitation is absolutely brutal. If you decapitate an army, you've then got to put new guys in charge. And someone who looks on paper like a half-decent peacetime commander might not be a very good wartime commander.